Welcome to A Cupful with myself, Tshegetso Mwebi, a safe space to unearth, explore, learn, heal, and grow while navigating the ups and downs of life. Together, we will learn different perspectives and expose ourselves to the newness that comes with wanting to become the best versions of ourselves. To truly pour into ourselves, ultimately thrive, and enjoy the peace that comes with focusing on a healthy and balanced existence. An opportunity to focus on tending to our overall well-being. Here's to filling your cup. Hi community, welcome to this week's episode of A Cupful. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited for today's episode, extra excited because I'm not alone. I am joined by firstly one of the sweetest, kindest and most authentic people I have had the pleasure of knowing. A recent master's graduate, congratulations. She's also the founder of Books as Looks and is a bookstagrammer. She also dabbles in micro-influencing and is popularly known as Flower on the socials, introducing the absolutely amazing Mbali Sebokedi.
Hello, hi.
Oh my goodness, I wish they were like, there's those sounds that they play on the TV Touch show from Metro FM. There are these like hooting sounds. Exactly. I really wish I could do that right now. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you took some time to talk to me on A Cupful because I know you're a busy girl. You are.
Life is tough. They're trying to kill me out here.
But at least you're making money, isn't it?
That's true, but at what cost?
Yeah, no, but at what cost? But at what cost? Anyways, this week's episode is really all about living authentically and leaning into the things you love. And I thought, who better to talk to than Mbali, because she exudes authenticity and is the most consistently authentic person that I know. So I was like, you know what? We have to do this. We've actually been trying to do this for a while.
For years. I'm joking. I'm being dramatic. But it's been a long time.
No, but it has been a while because of things kept on coming up. But I'm really happy that I'm here. And also, I just want everyone to know that I'm sitting on the most comfortable couch ever. Mbali's green, gorgeous couch.
I thrifted it.
It
is a thrift couch.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, Universe, I need a couch. And Universe said, I got you. And then I got this couch.
It's so beautiful.
How cool.
I just wish everybody understood, but I'm like very comfortable. And I feel like a proper podcaster right now because I'm like sitting, all that's missing are cameras. That's all that's missing right now. So let's get started because I know when it comes to you, I'm just going to talk. I'll just waffle and I just won't stop.
Don't worry, I'm all ears.
I just won't stop. So I want to know, or rather, I want to say that when I was introducing you, I was mentioning things that someone who doesn't necessarily know you or who hasn't come across your content wouldn't know. So please walk us through firstly what Books as Looks is. Mm-hmm. Secondly, what being a bookstagrammer is. And lastly, the work that you do as a micro-influencer. So just a breakdown of the three of them, like in that order.
Okay, cool. That's a lot of things.
It really is.
So, I do Books as Looks, where basically I write book reviews and I match them with like the book covers with matching looks. So that's where the Books as Looks comes from.
Oh yes.
Really simple. Honestly, people often ask me where I get the inspiration. I'm like, the book cover. I'm not doing anything genius. I'm like, how do you know to mix those colors? I'm like, I didn't know. The book told me. Yeah. And so I'm part of this community called Bookstagram, and it's basically just people who love books sharing their love for books on Instagram. Some people do book reviews, some people do like these epic annotations. I could never write in my book, but sometimes I'm like, I want to write in my book, it looks so cute. Then people do like fashion in books, people do cooking in books.
Wow.
So it's like quite a diverse community. What was the third question again?
So the work that you do as a micro-influencer, because this is a lot of work. And these are a lot of jobs. These are a lot of things to do.
That is very true. So I have I do work a full-time job as well.
Just can everybody just give this incredible person a moment? I need everybody to stand up and talk to my girl nicely, because that is a lot of stuff to do, okay?
So my rule with the universe is just one job per month.
I love it.
Literally, I just need a little extra to get me through the month, to be able to save and do those other things, like, that will possibly help me in the future. I wouldn't know. Money's fake. But
money's fake.
So basically, that is my like little rule to myself. I'm like, at Lord, at universe, at ancestors, please just give me one extra job for this month, and that means I can at least have a weekend I set aside to do something a little extra that's going to be for money. And then in between, obviously, I have to keep consistency. Consistency is key on any social media platform. So the other things, actually, I just do it on the run. I'm like, oh, I have a book on my hand. I should probably take a picture of it. And then the book says, that takes a little bit more time. So I plan, I'm like, okay, this weekend I will be at home. So from 2 to 5, no one must contact me. I'm doing makeup. So yeah, it's a lot.
Wow.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, in Cyril's economy, it makes a lot of sense. Not this economy that we live in. Everything's expensive. You need multiple streams of income.
Exactly.
So I'm really happy for you. I'm proud of you. You're like working very hard.
Thanks.
I absolutely love it.
Thanks.
Speaking of books as looks, you love reading and you love makeup.
Yes.
And I personally think that you are a genius for marrying the two the way that you have. Like, when I first heard you speak of it, when I first came across the concept on your page, I was like, this is so genius. Like, how long ago did the reading start, and did it lead you down the path of becoming a bookstagrammer? Like, did it bring you to books as looks in some way or another? Where does it begin with the books? Also, side note, I'm sitting on Mbali's couch right now. Her room is a book haven. It's like a book sanctuary. I want to live here. You need to take me and let me live with you, because I love it here.
You see a haven. I see my stress. I see, have to review those, have to read those. Don't forget about these. But no, definitely, I do enjoy the space.
Yeah.
I've always been reading. The moment where they taught me how to read in grade 1, kind of just never stopped.
Oh my goodness.
Obviously, I don't have major memories. Okay, I do have memories. I'm lying. I'm a hoard of memories. But like, before actually learning how to read in class. But I remember, on the first day of grade 1, they had Mo the monkey on the wall, Ed the elephant, Mo the monkey, and just 3 things. So basically, our teacher wanted to figure out if any of us can read. So I had someone in our class who was like advanced reading for grade 1 for people. Back then you kind of just... Now parents are teaching their children how to read even sooner than grade 1.
Yeah.
But back then it was like this girl could do advanced reading by the age of 5 or something. So everyone's like,
oh my goodness.
But I think I'm a context-based human being, because someone was like, the teacher's like, can you read that? I was like, yeah, Mo the monkey. And from then on, I was an advanced reading. I'm a good guesser. I guess well. So since then, I've been reading, haven't stopped. My dad always made sure I had books in the house.
Oh, wow.
I did the local library. There was a time where I would take the 2 books that we were allowed to take at school. Then I'd take the 4 books that we were allowed to take at the library every week.
Oh my, every week?
Yeah, I was, and do you know, to even cheat it? So Enid Blyton with the what is it, the famous 5? She used to have 3-in-1s. So I'd get 4 3-in-1s.
Oh my goodness.
Does it make sense? Because you're allowed to take 4, and they would be like, are you sure you can read this on time? And I'm like, bet.
I'm gonna show you.
I'll finish this books, they'll come back on time. Watch the space. So I was obsessed with reading, and then even then I've always been busy. So like my dad and my mom, and extramurals. So I did like piano, I did pottery, I did dancing, I did sports. So I think I've always just been a busy bee, even if I didn't want to, but I'm glad my parents pushed me. So that's been forever. And then with the looks part, during honors, I was at my wit's end. Let me tell you something about honors. There is no time.
Oh yes. No, I know.
There is no time. You're handing things every day. you're
It's
reading
very intense.
So instead of groove and going out, I would just sit in front of my mirror and like start doing my makeup. And that's where the makeup skills grew large enough or like well enough to be able to eventually do the books as looks. But yeah, books as looks was a fluke.
You always say this.
I
always say this.
To God. I promise to God, people are like, this genius idea. I was like, there was no thinking involved. My rationale was because people were doing books as outfits.
Mm-hmm.
I wear brown, black, grey.
On rotation.
Literally, maybe a yellow there, maybe a red, maybe, but we're pushing it. So my friend is like, "Yo, let's do books as outfits," and I was like,
No.
My books are saying red, orange. I'm saying black and grey. So I was like, my friends, you do the outfit, I'll just do makeup. That's the closest thing to something colourful, and that's where it came from.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's incredible. That is an amazing story. Your makeup skills are also ridiculously amazing.
Yeah.
I absolutely love your base. I've always loved you. I've always been such a big fan of your foundation base. Like the base that you do.
The secret is less is more.
I also need you to tell the girls what you're talking about when you say less is more, because
oh my gosh, less is more, for real. Just, I don't know how to explain it, but if you can cover your little blemishes with a little concealer and color corrector, then you don't need that much. Like 2 blobs of concealer under your eyes, a little circle.
Yeah.
I underpaint. So I do my highlighter, my contour, my concealer.
Okay.
Then the spots that are open, like say this little, usually it's the spot that doesn't have makeup. Then I'll put a little foundation on my cheeks, maybe on my forehead. But I've been using the same foundation. And mind you, I do books as looks. So I use makeup a bit more than someone would.
Yeah.
I've been using the same foundation for 2 years. It's only finishing now. And it's a little tube. It's a little Revlon
Okay,
tube.
so less really is more.
Yeah.
So you are very right. And I'm sure if anyone wants to go and see what you're talking about, they can go to your page on
Literally.
Instagram.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Please search. I'm begging you.
Wait, is this I'm begging you rooted in something? Are you getting DMs? Are you getting DMs asking for tutorials?
I put information because I know people want the information.
Yes.
And so I try to make things easier for people, because sometimes I forget. I've switched off my notifications for Instagram, else my time, like I waste too much time.
Yeah.
So I know the answers are there. Like, I'm begging you, just look. And if you really can't find it, because some things are a bit obscure, then you're welcome to ask me and I'll reply. But like, name of foundation, in every post that has makeup on, it's there. Blush, highlighter, you will see everything you need.
You know what? Actually, whilst we're here,
yes,
please tell everyone where they can find you on Instagram. You have a strong presence on Instagram. A lot of people know you on Instagram as Flower. What is your handle? And not the flower with the R. Just explain.
So I promise I can spell. I promise. But I went through, you go through your phases with your name.
Yes.
So I even had like a fun, like, white people and how they can't pronounce your name. So I had a fun Mbali stage.
Oh gosh.
But this is 12, 13
okay, yeah.
I had a little Harry Potter stage, so embarrassing. But I had stages.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I don't want to be known as Mbali, but I love that my name is Mbali. I love being seen, and I love flowers even though I'm allergic to them.
Oh gosh.
I was like, okay, now's the final change.
Yeah.
I'm calling myself Flower, full stop. So I go there with confidence. Floer, take it. Me, okay, fine. Floer, take it.
Annoying.
Floer taken. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to misspell this to a little flower. A little flower.
And it worked.
So weird enough, some people think it's flower. Someone only clicked recently that, shit, your name is Mbali. Of course it's flower. And then, but it happens sometimes with, there's an entire whoever those usernames.
Yes.
For years, I was saying an intere. I was
Oh
like,
my
it
goodness.
never clicked that this was English. These are 2 words. I never knew. So I get it. So it's FLOWAHH_.
There we go.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's also that on Twitter, but I don't have that many thoughts. I try not to discourse a lot. So
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm just
Okay, so we've covered everything about your career, I want to say, and how you make money, all your hustles, which I absolutely love and appreciate. I appreciate the fact that you are just willing to go that hard and far for yourself. And that's what we should all be doing. That's what I encourage on this podcast, for us to always be fighting for ourselves, whichever way that might look like. Sometimes it's going to look like waking up in the morning and going to work so that you can put food on your table. Sometimes it's going to look like dealing with your traumas. You know, it's going to look different, but I'm a big advocate for fighting for yourself, and I think that hustling and grinding the way you do is you fighting for yourself. So I love it for you. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I try. I don't try. I don't want to live like this. I promise you.
Get me out of here.
Literally.
Help.
This is life. I need food.
So I mentioned this a little bit earlier on when I was introducing you, but at the core of who you are, and even in the work that you do on social media, you are a very authentic person, consistently authentic. And even though the environment that you work in, or environments that you work in, can require you to sometimes not be yourself, you have literally managed to remain you. And it is reflected in your work. Like, it's a very consistent. If anyone has interacted with your posts, from books as looks to you being a bookstagrammer from day one, there's a consistency that you'll be able to see. And I also think, like, I have a theory that that's why people are just so drawn to you. There's just like something about you that draws people. There's like a light. It's like a bright ass light.
She said, I'm glowing.
Yes.
Your aura is glowing.
No, it really is, and it always has. It really always has from day one. What contributes to this, and how important is it to you to just stay being you and stay being true?
It's the easiest way. I won't get caught in a lie.
I love that. No. And wow, yes,
like,
actually.
Why would I pretend if they're gonna catch me? I know people on the internet are strange. They're gonna catch me.
You're gonna get.
I'm running away. One thing about me, I like being like, I don't want people to say shit about me.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I just like, there's that what are people gonna say syndrome.
Yeah.
So I don't care, but I also, when you talk about me, I want what you talk about being quite limited. Like, that's the thing. So
yeah.
in this space, it's easier to be like, okay, I'm gonna share books, I'm gonna share booze, because these are things that I like to drink. So if you're like, hey, I need a cocktail suggestion, then I know I won't be lying to you, because I now know what I like. So, and I'm very steadfast in that. So it just makes things very easy to kind of just stick to your path. And then the other things that people, if you think lifestyle, I think lifestyle influencers are the bravest out there.
Oh no, for real.
Because then people are really in your business.
Deep in your business.
And I just could never.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, what can you do about it? Because you are a lifestyle influencer, and you have to invite people into your life in a certain way.
Exactly.
Even if it's not fully.
Exactly.
But they're still there.
Exactly.
Deep up in your business.
Exactly.
No, that's just.
So at least for me, I'll say, okay, I'll show you when I leave the house to drink. And even then, I don't really, unless I'm at groove, then I know why I'm there.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'm like, it's always 2 glasses of my favorite cocktails, whatever. So it's like, even in that, I'm boring. I'm so boring. People think they're like, oh yes, I'm like, I am boring. If I'm going to one restaurant, you'll see me there for the next 5 years. Please, I don't want to. I don't want to find other places. They know how to do my cocktails. They know how to do my chips.
Yeah.
So I'm that person. So it's easier just if you stick to your story, which is for me very limited. I'm very like, I like this. I'm gonna stick to this. If I'm a bit bored, I'll move. I'll try and divert.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I come across as authentic. And I've also chosen something that I don't mind going deeper within. So like, books for me, it's like, I can diss you if I want to, because I believe in my diss. Like, you know, if I want to start a feud, I won't do that.
Don't start a
I
feud.
just know
You
that,
won't today.
like, I'm just know that I'm grounded in this belief, and that helps a lot. So
Yeah.
in the book space, you can ask me whatever. I'm very open to stuff.
Mm.
But as soon as people also try and short left or go to other spheres, and I'm just like, you're disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving you this, and I'm giving to you like 100%. Why are you going in other corners?
Yeah,
to
don't
find
do
other
that.
things? So that's when I get upset. But other than that, like, open book with what I share, obviously. Yeah, and it just makes things easier.
Yeah, it really does. It really, really does. In your more day-to-day life, in your personal life, when you say you're being true to yourself, what does that manifest as, or what does that look like?
I don't think I know how to perceive myself, but I
Again, there she goes again. I've heard this one before. Many times.
I am not real.
There it is. I was waiting for it.
What you see is, I don't know what you see, because I can't see it. I'm very like, if I can't see it, then it doesn't exist.
Oh,
but because I can
gosh.
perceive myself, then I don't exist. I just know that there's some things that I want to, not that I'm forcing myself, like, I'll always be kind. I'll always be
Yes.
helpful where I can. So I will never offer help if I
Oh no.
So if I see you struggling and that day I don't feel well, and I'm never gonna say, do you need help?
Yeah.
Because if you say yes,
You're lying. It's just a lie.
It's not coming from a good place.
Yeah.
So just kindness always. I don't know where it comes from. I think maybe I've experienced a lot of kindness. So to me, it's like, why would I not give it back? I've been lucky I always say I've been lucky in love, lucky in friendships, lucky in, I don't know.
Yeah.
Even when I'm struggling, I have some part, there's like hope. Probably my ancestors. Who knows? So kindness is always like my go-to thing. That's me, I'd like to say. Happy and kind. Even drunk me is nice, and that's when you know it's from a good place.
Yes, I can. What is the English word for it? Help, Mbali.
Attest?
I can attest. I can. Yes, it's very, very true. Like, you're just so consistent. Like, you're just such a consistent person. And also, what you see is what you get with you.
Yes.
I'm never gonna get two-headed snake. I'm just gonna get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And please don't disrespect me, because then I'll hate you. And I mean it. One thing about me.
See? No. But I also understand, because
Yeah.
you're just like very honest and very true,
Yeah.
and you can see when someone's taking chances, and then you're just like, fuck this.
Yeah, I'm very
No.
like anti-crook. Don't be a crook. Okay, fine. Sometimes I find it interesting to see crooks, but not in my space. Don't do that to me. I will find you.
Don't come around with your crookery.
I will find you and I'll dislike you. And one thing about me, when I dislike, I can dislike.
Yeah.
But it's rare.
Yeah. And you know what? When it does happen, it's valid, and I get it. Actually, I think I'm the same way. I used to say it's tolerance. It's not tolerance. It's just the nature of who I am as a person. It's part of my character. But when I'm done with you, I'm done.
Yes.
You will never see me again. I will never see you again. I'll never talk to you again.
Exactly.
We're done.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly. And if eventually, if I have to work with someone for a long time because of, I don't know, life, work, then I'll have to say it eventually. I'll be like, listen, I didn't like what you did. Please sort it out. Because I know I'm patient. So the problem is you. I'm joking.
You are the actual issue. Not
I'm joking.
me.
But
Not me.
yeah, patience is also a thing that I have that I'm proud of. I'm actually quite patient.
Yes.
In a weird way. I get annoyed quickly, but I'm also very
You're
patient.
a patient person.
So I guess I get annoyed because I know I'm patient.
Does
it make sense?
Yeah, no, and I love your answers. I really love the fact that you were able to speak of two things and then expand on them. They manifest in your life every day in different ways, not just within your interactions with other people, but with interactions with yourself, obviously. So I love that. I always say that how we treat other people can often be rooted in our own relationships with ourselves. And so if you don't have a good image of yourself, even though you say you don't know how to perceive yourself,
I love me.
You love you, exactly.
But I don't know what me is.
No, man, I just always, whenever you speak about this, I'm just always like, this is such an interesting take.
I have to ask people. When I ask people stuff,
Yeah.
just know it's because I really don't know the answer. Like I'll be like, "Hey, why did you like me?" And they'll be like, "Oh, you're kind." I'm like, "Oh yeah. I know.
Indeed.
I know that. I just forgot. I forgot that that's why people want to be friends with you or whatever." So I do tend to forget myself,
Yeah.
but not in a mean way. Not a like, yeah. I just sometimes forget.
Yeah.
I'm a little delusional baby sometimes. It's perks of being a Pisces.
Oh gosh.
So, one thing about me,
The delusion.
I can delude myself.
Oh my goodness. So I think, if anything, growing up is teaching me that when you're authentic and you're yourself, you invite many opportunities to experience authenticity and freely enjoy the beautiful things in life. So I want to know, would you say that allowing yourself to be true to you has given you an opportunity to really lean into the things that you love and enjoy, and you're able to just explore them to the fullest? Do you think that being the way that you are has given you accessibility to certain things?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, definitely. I don't know. Okay, so you're probably gonna listen to this and you're like, oh my gosh, she's so outspoken and confident, and she's so. I'm not those things.
Firstly,
I'm a little shy baby that cries maybe every second day, but in a good way. It's a good cry.
yeah, it's a good cry.
But I definitely think that being authentic, being kind, has attracted opportunities. Could also be just God and my ancestors and the universe.
No, of course, yeah.
But I think I have timed and placed very well. So, they always say there's a time and a place. My times and places have just come at the right time. I've asked. Asking is so important.
Yes.
Do you know people tend to forget that they need to ask for the things they want?
Exactly.
And if you don't ask, no one's going to get it for you.
No, preach louder.
So I do be asking. I'm like, it's not anything serious. It's just like, hey, my boys, in the ether, in the air, in the underground, in the wherever you are.
Yeah.
Listen, I need a little time. Or listen, I need an opportunity. Or listen, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Any guidance, and then something pop up, and I'm like, okay, I'll dabble. I love dabbling. I think it's because my parents made me do all these extramural activities, so I'm a dabbler of sorts. So I'll always do something just to see, and if I don't like it, I'll decide I don't like it. But yeah, I think just being free to do what I want to do, and deciding when I want to do it, and being open to it. Sometimes I'm not open to things. I'm like, I don't want to do this. It's so much work.
Yeah.
Take it away. And they take it away.
Yeah, no.
It's like,
Because they're just like,
I'm tired. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Something please happen. And then something happens because I'm a coward sometimes. So, oh, sorry, I can't give you this job anymore. That's okay.
thank God.
I was drowning anyway. So yeah, I definitely think so. It was a long-winded way to say yes.
Yes, this is the purpose of a podcast. Saying things in long-winded ways. You really got the memo.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Oh, I love that. Also, there's a thing that I'm realizing. When you've been speaking a lot about your parents, and you said you're lucky in friendship and you've been lucky in love. And this is a direct reflection of what I'm also always talking about on this podcast, the importance of community. It builds into people's success. It grows people in miraculous and incredible ways. I will always believe in community, and I will always believe in cultivating community, because without other people that are caring and kind and nurturing, very important for you to choose the people that are good for you. I have an episode, go check it out. Go back a few episodes.
Wing.
Choosing good people that are good for you. Obviously with family it's different. You can't necessarily choose them, but I can hear that you've been very blessed and fortunate, and I think that's like, it's incredible, it's amazing. It's obviously contributed to the amazing person that you are today. But yeah, you have obviously also, apart from being lucky, you have chosen people that are good for you, and they have become your community in love, in friendship.
I don't know if I chose. I really just think I've been fluking life.
Oh my goodness.
But in a focused fluke way. Not a wishy-washy fluke way. A focused chaos, not an unfocused chaos.
And then you just got blessed. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's still beautiful.
I definitely think. I think my best friend now. So I was in Cape Town before, and my dad ran, and he was like, you know what? I think you should move to Pretoria. And I'm thinking, my life. Is this side. But I was young enough to also, I guess, get uprooted. Not uprooted. Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
And so we were looking for high schools at that time. So all the interviews, Cornwall, DSG, and those kind of things. And I'm just thinking about my best friend, how we became friends, is that I went to DSG open day, open night, because we slept over because I was going to be a boarder, possibly. And met this girl there, and she's like, mixed was the rage. So she's like, let me get you your mixed deets. So she's mixed deetsing us, and I go back.
What a time.
I go back to Cape Town, life is whatever. But she loved multi-mixes. So she was multi-mix every week. We're in a multi-mix.
Oh my goodness.
And fine, I met other people through her, but not my best friend. And then, so fine, I've moved. It's Pretoria time, and because they're in Pretoria, they're based in Pretoria, I text the one guy and I'm like, listen, I'm going to this school. I know no one. I mean, my parents walk me to the front of the school. That's me. Like, I was like, I can't even walk. You need to hold my hand. At my big age of 14, I was like, you holding my hand, you taking me to the gate, the door, you know? So I was like, hey, please just introduce me to one person in Girls High. Mind you, that school's huge compared to the schools I've been to. And he's like, yeah, here's this person. I guess she's cool. We chat, and then we get disconnected. But he was gone. So there was no way to find each other again. And get a class, whatever. Second period, or after break, I have accounting. And the teacher sat us alphabetically. And all the S's are basically M to S, so basically black. All the citoyens, spaghettis, the M, And so I'm sitting, and I'm just like, cool, I'm in this new school, whatever. And this girl turns around, she's like, you new? And I'm like, yeah, I'm new. She's like, wait, are you Mbali? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then she's like, oh my gosh, it's Azzy.
Oh my goodness.
And we've been friends since then. Do you get what fluky? That is
no, it's not.
Fluke, but focused fluke.
Focus fluke.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I've never heard of focus fluke before, but it might just be a thing that I'm gonna.
I think it's a very like I said, time and place.
Yeah.
I'm a going with the flow kind of a girl, but the flow seems to be taking me in the right direction.
Yeah. And you know what? I think you are also you are constantly opening your heart to the blessings that you are asking for. Very important. This is not the episode for this, but I just want to say, as Mbali has said, she asks for things, and it's important to ask for the things that you want, but also prepare your heart for them. Because you can't now say, can I please have this, and then not believe that it's going to happen, and not believe that you're going to be able to handle it. As much as you're asking, prepare your heart, prepare your mind, prepare yourself to receive, and then you're going to receive.
Prepare your calendar.
Prepare your calendar, girl.
Time. 24 hours is not enough. Yeah.
Speaking of calendars, actually, in your plans, do you see yourself continuing your current career path, or is there more to explore? Are you? Where you at?
I'm a creature of, what is it? When we do the same things all the time?
Of habit.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Habit is me, I have habit. So I don't foresee myself stopping.
Yeah.
Anytime soon. It is a nice thing to do anyway. It pushes me to read more. It shares my love of reading with others. It comes with certain opportunities.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll ever stop. I think maybe... Look at me. When I'm 30, I'll open a book club. Right now, I'm too lazy to do that. People say, and the book club, I'm like, who is going to decide on the book? Who's going to call the restaurant and say, hi, can I...
And you know it's going to grow. No, but literally anything you touch turns to gold.
I'm a baby.
The baby needs to grow. Let herself grow.
I'm a baby. I'm still a little selfish when it comes to my time.
Okay, understandably so.
Like... like I said, before we started, I was like, May is gonna be such a busy month.
Yeah, you
And
did say.
I'm already crying.
I'm like,
looking
help!
forward to the last weekend of May because I get to sleep. That's how,
lovely. Yeah.
So I think for now, probably not. I'm still finding my feet. I mean, I've just started working.
Yeah.
It's my second year.
Yeah.
Life is good.
I love that. No, louder.
No, not the goodest, but it's good enough.
Yeah, and you can see it and you can appreciate it.
So I think definitely when I'm a bit older, I think it's easier now to create community.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to go to groove. It's easy to do the fun things. But I'll be more focused when I'm older.
Yeah.
When I have a child or something in the world.
Something.
When I'm a mom of one. Wife of one. Wife of two, who knows? Then I'll be about things. I don't believe in being in a rush. Things will come. I mean, I know death is very... People die and it happens. You can be taken away from this earth like that. But you also have so much time if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, but you're right. You're right. I absolutely agree. There's you know what? It's important to be conscious that time moves, but it's also important to appreciate that there's life to be lived.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what we should be doing, living our lives.
Yeah.
So these questions are like moving in, like they're like, I don't know, please everyone who's listening, just really just focus on the conversation, okay? That's what matters here. I haven't asked you this, but I want to know what in your life influences your growth, like the emotional, mental, and spiritual. And do you think, has it been a constant when you look at it, or have you found that growing older has required of you to grow more in different aspects or different places in your life?
I think it's just been a constant growth. I do believe that you can learn from anything and everything. So that's giving me, that sounds like a teachable person. That sounds like a teachable person, but that's true. Because I mean, I'm gonna take it back to the books now. I most of the time read fiction, and people will be like, "But you're not gonna learn from fiction. It's just stories." And I'm like, when this person's struggling in the book, I'm like, oh, what would I do if I was in that situation? Would I react the same? I mean, obviously I can't ever guess it, but it's these things that I question constantly. Like, how would you react in this space? If this happened, how would this work out? I was watching John Wick. So John Wick number 4 came out.
How was it also?
I hadn't watched any of the John Wicks.
Oh, okay.
Then I was given homework to watch all the John Wicks.
Did you?
Yeah. I watched them all. I'm not an action girl, let me tell you something. But I was with it. Love
it.
You think about it and you're like, this is strange.
Yeah.
But watching John Wick, which is literally just action, ass kicking, guns, it almost doesn't have any substance because it's an action movie. It's supposed to have that adrenaline. But I was like questioning, like, first of all, John Wick does this cool move. It's violent. Say no to violence. But when he's going around a corner, because obviously he was revenging and avenging, he does a little shoot to the foot, shoot to the face. I think that's genius. Because what's going to come around the corner first? Your foot. I never want to touch a gun, but now I have this in my brain. This is a life lesson. This is a life lesson. If ever I'm in John Wick's situation,
I
will die very quickly. But if I'm in a John Wick situation, I'll go for the foot first. Because I learned that somewhere.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, I was like, oh, they have this assassins group, and they have like this coin. I was like, oh, mind you, we were watching an action to do. I'm like, why does the coin for the hotel? Why is it the same as the coin for the cocktail? Like, that's just me all my life.
Yeah.
I now question things that I'm not supposed to question, but that's who I am. So, because I've learned from anything, and I always like put in my little memory bank or my experience bank or my empathy bank, I just feel like I can create opportunities from the air.
Yeah,
like
I love
like
that.
A little magician.
I really, and you know what? It's like, it's a muscle. I'm going to say it's a muscle that you are exercising. You understand the impact of seeing things from the perspective that you do. I always say that perspective is very important, and in order for you to survive this life, you have to sometimes adjust your perspective.
No, definitely.
So yeah, I think it's great that you're just like a teachable person. I love teachable people. I just get along with teachable people really well. It's very fun
to learn. The only things I refuse to learn about is real things, like the economy. I don't want to know anything. Sometimes you need to just pretend like these things
Can't
don't
see
exist.
it. Can't see it.
When a percentage, leave me out of it.
Can't see it.
I don't
get
need
it.
to know the percentages. I
Yeah.
can feel it.
No.
I can see when my money's not lasting.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Some things we can ignore. No, I'm with you. Like numbers, economics.
Sorry, that's if someone came to me like, let's talk about politics. Let me tell you now, I'm gonna say you're talking to the wrong person because I don't wanna know.
That's me. I'm that person. It's just me, and I always know random facts. Like I'm the weird person in the conversation that always knows random facts. It's always me.
If I need to know something, I'll ask and then I'll let you know what I think. But I'm not downloading that information in my brain unless it guns to my head. It needs to be a threat for me to learn that, and I mean it. I mean it.
And I get it.
Yeah.
I think we need to give ourselves a chance. Ugh. Yeah, no, the world is too much.
Literally.
It's always too much. Okay, so we are in your room, in your sanctuary. I've spoken about how much I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever read just like for pleasure? No, I'm sure you do, but
all the time.
but when you literally always. But when you are reading, is there a specific kind of environment you want to be in? Like, must your phone be off, or are you able to just switch off automatically and just completely zone in? And what other ways do you find yourself pouring into yourself, that's healthy and that's good for you and that's been beneficial?
So at first, people always ask, how do we get into reading again? So I will say that I've always read. All my degrees are literature based, so it's been a part of my life. It's been a part of my school.
Yeah,
it's now slightly part of work.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, I read and I have to write, and I'm like, I can't believe this. So at the beginning, I definitely did force myself. It was a very alarm at 2:30. I was saying lockdown.
What?
Yeah, like say it's lockdown time.
Okay.
During the day.
Okay.
No one was leaving the house.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how I created my habit. It helped that we were stuck indoors.
Okay, but I was just like, wait, an alarm at 2:30 in the morning?
Oh no, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I was like, what's going on?
If there's one thing I am, it's not mad. Anyway, so like during lockdown, for example, trigger warning lockdown, I would set 2:00 in the afternoon, say reading time, 45 minutes. It doesn't have to be that long. You don't have to force yourself. You decide. I think people are trying to force themselves back into reading.
Yeah.
You need to first be aware that you want to do this, and then you slowly but surely get into that space.
Yeah.
But yeah, I usually read. So I train to work. So I read on the commute to work. And because I'm going to work, which is a stressful time, and because by the time I come back, I probably have to rush and cook because Eskom's going to take away the electricity.
Yeah.
That is like my time. Like I'm just like, no one texts me. No one, even if you text me, I'm ignoring it for those 35 minutes. I'm going to work and then 35 minutes coming back. Yeah, so that is my time, so nothing fancy. The other day I did try to, so I'm trying to read this thick book called New Daughters of Africa. So it's just basically all the women writers from Africa, from like, I don't even know when it starts.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's going to take a while to finish. I'm not going to force myself. I was like, a story a day in the morning. And I woke up, I opened it, I read 3 sentences. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Absolutely not. I wasn't even that early. I was like, I'm out.
No ways.
I'm going back to sleep. So yeah, it's always figuring out when and when.
Yeah.
If a book is really good and I'm at the end, say I'm on the train coming back and there's 30 pages left, then I'll sit down immediately when I get home and finish it.
Okay.
But for the most time, it's train time. Nothing special. Yeah, even during the holidays, I don't do much reading.
Yeah, and the thing about pouring into yourself is it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to get into salt baths and go to the spa. Sometimes it's just 10 minutes to yourself, 25,
Exactly.
an hour. It's really just those little moments during the day where you're like, this is for me. This is me making myself happy. I'm giving myself something to carry with me that will make me feel good, especially because if you are so busy and there's a lot going on, you need that quite often.
I also do choir.
Oh,
I decided I can't have group as an extra curricular activity.
Okay.
So I joined a choir.
I love that.
So that's cool. I
How's
think
that
that's
going?
so cool. I joined last year, and so it's going well. It happens on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's a good time to just again disappear. Like no one
Yeah.
texts me, and if you text me, I really am busy singing. It's cool to learn new music.
I love that.
To do your little instrument. My instrument was dead for a while, so practice fiddle with it. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
do things you want to do, and then when people say I want to do something on the day, you get to say no. That's my favorite thing. I get to tell people no, absolutely not. I'm busy.
Yeah.
No, you can't be busy. Shut up. I'm busy.
And that's how it needs to be sometimes. You just need to say absolutely not. I can't show up.
So
this is for me.
I create moments. I also joined a book club. I don't know who I think I am, but it's been...
Wow. Okay, I love this for you.
I have to read the book soon, and I haven't started.
No, you're going to get to it.
For someone who reads, I sure do procrastinate. It's like I'm being forced. I mean, I don't want to do it, but I joined the book club. So yeah, just do things that you enjoy. Have a standing date with yourself if needs to be once a month. Go do your nails if that's a thing.
Oh yes,
I do my nails. That's also
and they're so beautiful. Every single time I need to start doing nail cam on this podcast and posting it on the feed because these nails, oh my goodness.
This is a promise I made to myself. So I started, the promise was last year.
Yeah.
You working now? I'm not really I don't do much.
Yeah.
I barely buy books now because I often receive them.
Wow, it's just like you're on PR list.
Literally. I'm joking. It's not that deep. It's a burden. You get books and you're like, I have to read it more. More. So I promised myself, okay, Mbali, you don't actually do that much. You're gonna do your nails. Did I go do my nails last year? Absolutely not. Not one nail appointment. And I was like, I made a promise to myself that this is the one way I'm going to spoil myself. And I didn't do it. So this year, I did it again. I was like, Mbali, it's even on my, what's this called? Your board. Vision board.
Your vision board.
There's some nails on there. That's how focused I was.
Exactly.
And then I was like, you're going to do it. So now every once a month, I get my nails done. And it's good. Small things. That's where you find your little joys, pockets of joys.
Yeah, for everyone that's listening, please just take into consideration what Mbali just said. It is the small things in small moments. Do it, indulge, make yourself happy as long as it's healthy and it's not harming you in any way or harming other people.
Please don't bankrupt yourself.
Please, let's be financially wise.
Save.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes, please.
Emergencies exist.
No, 100%. 100%.
So I know it sounds like I'm free with my money, but I'm actually a very, I want to say borderline anxious when it comes to money because I know it offers stability.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So, yeah, I have fun-ish. Even when I speak about groove, let it be known I'm only doing it once every 3 months.
There we go. Yeah, just don't spend your money recklessly.
No, it's literally like, okay, I haven't left my house to party in 3 months. It's time.
Yeah.
So I do things in, I forgot what the word was.
Moderation.
That's the one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, so we have never done this before on this podcast. You are the very first guest that I am doing this with.
Ooh.
This is called Best 5.
Ooh.
And I'm going to ask you 5 questions that you've already seen. I sent these to you already. The first one is, what are your 5 favorite books at the moment or of all time?
Yeah, thank God for the at the moment.
Okay.
Because my favorite books change every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Or a monthly.
Okay.
I would say, okay. You know, when I answer this, I'm trying to make everyone happy. I know it's supposed to make me happy.
Yeah.
But I also want like one of these books to entice one of you. So I'm being
okay.
strategic about this.
Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen.
me. Okay. Okay, short story collection that I think everyone, I think it might be like a favorite for a long time.
Okay.
Is Manchester Happened by Jennifer Nansubuga Makumbi.
Okay.
Ugandan writer. She's incredible. Like, I don't understand. It is so complex and so not complex. It feels like home, even though Uganda's not my home. But I'm like, you know what? I think I know this place.
Yeah,
but it's like,
damn.
you know, so
Powerful.
she's incredible with the words. She has two other books. Chintu, it was a debut. Amazing too. And then there's The First Woman, which I still have to read, but I couldn't read it because it's part of my thesis. I didn't want to confuse myself with the books.
Okay.
Yeah, look, all this exposition just to tell you what to read. Then another one that I really, 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 really enjoyed was Legend Born. So this is fantasy. It's YA. It's just fun. I think people tend to forget like that you need to read a fun book. It is just pure fun and a little thrill and a little magic.
Ooh, okay.
And there's a little history, you know. And then there's so many books. Look at me. I'm like fighting for my life, trying to figure out which ones. There has to be historical fiction there that I add. But which one am I gonna add?
Oh, you're spoiled for choice, are you not?
I am. I'm like, okay, before I'm gonna do another short story collection, which is What It Means When a Man Falls from the Sky. Also incredible, Nigerian. It's laced with drugs. The book is laced. I could not stop reading it. I was pacing my room like I had lost my mind because
oh my goodness.
Story number 1 already. I was like, what? What? Weeping, angry,
oh my
shocked. Like it's like it happened to
everything.
me. So I'd put that there. I have a top 5. I always have a top 10. Let me quickly Google what I said my favorite books are, because I'm trying to
She is quite literally Googling right now.
Okay,
She's
one
not playing.
is an extra one.
Uh-huh.
It is your number 4.
Uh-huh.
Those Who Live in Cages by Terry Ann Adams.
Okay, the title is giving already.
It is. Whenever I'm like, I love this book, but I know it might come across with like some difficulties. So it's written in half Afrikaans, half English, and you're thinking,
okay,
Mbali, what? But it's
okay.
It's this colored story focused on colored women in Eldorado Park. Like,
oh damn,
it is. I just loved it so much. I loved it so much, and because of it, it shows like the complexities of being colored. You know, we have all these debates always around what does it mean to be colored for the colored people, and it's like, why are we doing this? First of all, but just to show that kind of like movement, like
yeah,
we were also freedom fighters.
Yeah.
But yes, some of us maybe are racist.
Yeah.
You know, and rightly so. Why wouldn't your experience be so complex because of history? So I really enjoy that one. We're number 4. Number 5. Okay, no, I'm really searching.
She's Googling once again.
I'm Googling myself.
Okay.
That makes it worse. I'm Googling myself because I'm like,
goodness.
there's so many books.
Oh, is this? Are you going to? You're looking on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm looking. I always have a list.
I'm live speaking from seeing Mbali just opened her Instagram feed, and the first thing I saw was someone who had makeup on, like beautiful makeup.
It's me. I don't know. Oh, what to do? I'm gonna give this one, weirdly enough, to. I'm gonna give it to Queenie. So this book is called Queenie by Candace Carty Williams, and it's messy. It's messy. It's about this 25-year-old, mid-20s, and she's just going through life crisis after life crisis after life crisis.
Shame, man.
And she is figuring it out in not a good way. Sometimes you don't figure things out healthily, and then you
don't.
eventually get to the healthy option.
Yeah.
And I think that's my favorite thing about it. A lot of people, like, some people like, I don't like Queenie, she made such silly ass mistakes, you know. And it's like, we are all human, and sometimes the pressures that black women face are
Yep.
on top. Because honestly, when people are like, oh, Queenie, you're so silly, I was like, I'm gonna hate this book because I don't like people who make silly mistakes. But then I read it, I thought maybe she was like taking drugs, and I thought she was doing the worst for me, what I think it is. Her mistakes weren't even that big.
Oh.
People were just so hard on her because I think often enough black women are expected to be perfect.
Yep.
So that's why I really liked Queenie. And at the end, she made it through. So it's like, at least you messed up, but you figured your way out.
It out.
So I'll give it to those vastly-ish, different-ish books.
Okay.
So one fantasy, little contemporary short stories, African literature still. And I think all the books I mentioned are by black women.
Love it. There it is.
Some
Okay.
Jamaican, don't worry.
I love
We
it.
went around the world.
I love it.
Kinda.
So if you are a reader or you are looking to start reading, Mbali literally just broke up the categories for you,
Exactly.
and then she gave you the book titles and the authors. So go get those books today immediately. And they're black authors, black women authors. Let's go. Okay, number 2, your top 5 favorite makeup product right now.
Creature of habit. Okay. I'm like, girl, I'm so boring. Such beauty. They brow thing.
The brow one, the I know what you're talking
I
about.
know-
I'm just
I
looking
know what
for
I'm
the
talking
word.
about too.
We want to put the girls on here.
Give me 5
So
seconds.
okay, she's opening a cupboard now. She's about to pull out the goods for me so that we
Okay.
can get this right.
Such beauty. Hashtag beach brow.
There we go.
It's been my constant eyebrow thing. For the perfect lazy person, I just brush my brows with it.
I love it.
And I'm done. If I want to obviously sharpen it a bit more, I'll put a little concealer. That's one. This is kind of makeup and skincare. This Sweet Beauty superhero spray. The other day I was re-upping and I realized that I've been using that product for 4 years. Like,
Crazy. Is
4
it
years.
nice?
Like,
Wild.
consistently since whenever till now, still using it, will always use it. So there's the Revlon Color Stay Concealer.
Okay.
It's very tough to get. I want to cry. It's so tough to find them. But please, if you do find it, pick it up because it's great.
Love it.
I love it so much. I have dry skin, so it's a little matte, but it's still a little moisture, hydration to it. So I don't look like a skeleton or a ghost, the ghost of Gilgamesh. So that's number 3. Number 4. It's getting tough now.
Got 2 left.
Fenty
Ooh,
Gloss Bomb Cream.
Okay.
Listen, it makes me look so cool when I'm not even trying.
I love it.
It's beautiful. I knew from the moment those lippies launched that I needed to own them, and then they came to South Africa, and then I owned them, and then I found out I was right. It is what a delicious lippy. Just the color, the gloss, amazing. That's probably what I always will have on my lips from now on till infinity.
Okay.
And then we have number 5. I'm back to Switch. I promise it's not paid. They didn't tell me to say this.
Their products are just that good.
Especially if you're a lazy makeup person.
Yeah.
I'm not that lazy, but I'm lazy. So I love their bubble blush.
Ooh, yes, and it looks nice on you.
It's just a nice... You can make the color dark, deep. You can make it light. They have like... And it's homey color. So there's like an orange, there's a pink. There's like a dark, like brown brick color. Oh!
Ooh.
Love.
Yes.
So those are my go-tos. I think.
Yes.
I will never stop. Me.
Never.
I will never stop. I might find a bit of concealer, but again, like I said, habit is me. I am habit. So I'd probably be too lazy to actually look for another concealer and figure out if I like it. If I like something, I'll just stick to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my. Oh, I love them. I love them so much.
Also, that Fenty Gloss Bomb, seen it on you, seen it on some other women.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Wow.
It will last.
Rihanna?
I know you're gonna be like, oh, this amount of money, but it will last.
It will last.
So at least you'll have it for a year or 2 years.
Yeah.
Don't put insurance on it if you need to. Don't lose it. I go insane. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I always check if it's in my bag.
If you could put a tracker on it, I'm seeing you putting a tracker on it. You gotta track that thing.
I'll figure it out. But yes,
Okay.
I have 3 of them and I love them all.
Oh,
equally.
wow. No, you definitely are serious about wearing it from now to infinity and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay. No, and I get it. It's gorgeous. What are the 5 most important things you carry around in your bag every single day without fail?
My phone.
Yes.
I always have my phone in my bag because how are you gonna find me?
Exactly. No, fair.
I always have a book.
Okay.
Like I said, I do read when I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll always have a book in my bag. And I get really upset sometimes when I forget it because I'm like, oh, you silly.
Yeah.
Now all you're going to do is go on Instagram for 38 or 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's quite upsetting. And then,
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
And then, why is this getting... I always have a lippy.
Okay.
Okay, I know I said Fenty. But Maybelline's lifter glosses are like Fenty dupes.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the same texture, the same thickness. And obviously not the same price.
Yeah.
So I just finished one and then immediately put another one in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Just has a little gloss, makes you look fresh,
okay.
makes you look alive.
Yes.
I also always have allergics.
What's going on? What is cooking oil?
Because I'm allergic to pollen.
Oh my
goodness. And
goodness.
dust. So yeah, for my safety.
No. Okay, I get it.
I think by 4 now.
Yeah.
What am I going to give number 5 to? I want to say my diary, but I have my calendar on my phone.
Okay.
But those are equal importance.
Yeah.
I even have text this person in my calendar. That's how serious it is.
Oh, no. Yeah, understandably so.
I can't.
You know what? I create notes on my notes app and then I take them off because if I don't do that, I will forget something.
I can't. Do you know what I'm trying to make a constant?
What?
Though I failed recently. It's my menstrual cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keeping that in your bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because.
And that's an important thing to have with you, eh?
Yeah. Because I'm not really. I get so anxious when it comes to pads.
Yeah.
And tampons. Although I'd like to actually have pads and tampons because it's like, what kind of woman am I if I don't have?
Oh my goodness.
If I can't help someone else because.
Yeah, damn. As women, yeah.
The cup is literally, I can keep it 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, you can't share it though.
And oh, no, I definitely
Nobody
can't.
do that.
So like when someone's like, hey, do you have pads? I don't know.
I absolutely do not.
I literally do. I'm like, they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I haven't bought pads / tampons in years now.
Okay.
So
okay,
I'm trying to be a better person.
Okay.
So those things. So my phone, a book.
Me too. I should as well.
Yeah, but I keep on forgetting because it's not a thing I do. Yeah, and hand cream sometimes, but it's not that important.
Yeah.
Everyone has hand cream, so you can ask someone else.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I will not ask a stranger for hand cream, Mbali.
No, but like my office is women. So
oh, okay, fair. No, I get that.
them.
That's valid. Then you can do that.
Yeah.
Then you can do that. Okay. So we've got the 5 in your bag. What are... Okay. You can choose which one you're going with this one. What are 5 things or people that you cannot live without? Things or people? Both? One or the other?
People.
I don't know.
The people in my life. How dare she?
That's what I'm saying. You can either go with things or people.
But then the people are going to be so upset that I chose things.
No, everyone don't be upset. Mbali's just saying, like in general. Y'all know she can't live without you. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
And there's too many of you, and then you're going to fight. I don't want that. If I say my mom, my dad, then it's already the list finished.
Yeah.
I have 5 siblings, so the list will be finished.
We'll be finished.
Okay, we'll do things.
Let's do things. Yes, let's do things.
That I can't live without.
Yeah, like you not okay. Like I think this question is very dramatic. Actually, I did it in a dramatic way, but things that you can't live with. Not like you're gonna die, but they're part of your routine. You know, maybe like hairspray or skin product.
Yeah, Switch Beauty. I promise.
Switch, Rabia, are you hearing what's up here? I hope you listen to this episode.
My
by the way.
superhero spray. If I open my cupboard and there's not one extra, just know that I'm dead.
Finish.
I am dead.
Shonile.
I haven't been able to re-up because I died. So definitely that. I want to say my laptop, but it feels so silly. But it's also like, my laptop.
Okay.
I think currently I like my laptop more than I like my phone.
Okay.
Because there's stress on your phone.
There's a lot of stress
there's
on the phone. There's a lot of
phone.
stress. I actually understand why people say they don't like WhatsApp.
Another thing I think I wouldn't be able to live without in terms of comfort and shoes, my New Balances. Yeah.
You've been a New Balance girl, hey?
New Balance and Birkenstock?
Yeah. No, you've been.
Who am I?
Right now, isn't it?
Who am I?
Who are you?
I have flat feet in general.
Okay.
So comfort is key.
Yeah.
And those shoes are my comfort shoes.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
Crocs can sleep even. I can live without the Crocs.
Oh, no, I get what you mean. I actually also have a flat foot.
Yeah. So at least the Birkenstocks shapes my foot. New Balances, literally,
comfortable, right?
They're so comfortable.
They're. You're probably like feeling like you're walking on clouds, or you're not even wearing anything, it's nice.
I don't even feel it. I'm just like I'm walking and I'm not complaining. You know.
Oh, love it.
So
yes.
And then so we said switch. We said one device, either my laptop or my phone, but probably my laptop right now because I like it a bit more than my phone. My phone's dying. I need to get a new one. And then I said the shoes. I have to give it to Fenty.
Fenty's winning today. On your best 5. Fenty's winning. No, Fenty's taking the cup. I'm not complaining.
I could do anything with Fenty on my lips.
Yeah.
I could probably win the lotto.
There we go. You should go for it. I want you to try.
Fenty was on my lips.
No, I want you to go for it. Because honestly, I really get it. The bomb, the lip gloss bomb. Whoa.
I think I could save the world if Fenty was
probably.
Superman has nothing with me. Marvel, Iron Man, who?
Nothing.
He doesn't have Fenty.
Nothing.
And the last one, I would definitely. Oh no, I mean I could read books on my laptop. I'm like, do I want to? My hair just needs shampoo.
Yeah.
I don't have like a secret hair thing. I just use what works. My bank card.
I was gonna actually ask you about where the money to travel is coming from, because you're on a train that you speak of. You're reading your book. I'm like, where's the card to tap into the train station?
I wouldn't survive without my money.
Yeah, no. Understandably so, yeah. Of course.
Day to day. Where's rent?
Where's grocery? Where's what's going on?
So
okay.
I said,
Okay, those are your top 5. Can't live without things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God for the things.
Last one is, what are 5 of the most important words to you? It could be just like individual words, or it could be a sentence filled with 5 words.
Let me see if my vision board has something, but it's all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, just give me 6 then.
No, but I don't think I actually care about those words. They just help me. They ground me.
Yeah.
But I would say for everyone, it's such an important thing in whatever you do. If you want to do something, if you feel like you want to do something brave or something outside of what you already do, let's just start.
There we go.
I hate it. I hate that it's true. Do you know, I'm not a word person. I'm not for someone who reads. I'm not a word person.
I was about to say.
As you could hear, like, I'm an experienced person. Like, oh, that's so cool. He can shoot the toe and like, that's me. Like, imagery and situations and not necessarily words. But just start is so important. They were right. Oh, I hate when they're right.
They were right.
You
just go for it.
Just need to do it.
Yeah.
Even if it's not perfect, with practice it will become perfect. I don't think anything can be perfect, but you'll eventually get there and get it right. Just start and be consistent. Those are 4 words. I even have 1 extra. Nice. But yeah, it's terrible advice. Not terrible. It's not terrible advice. I just hate that they were right. That's the only thing. You know me, I'm a bit of a rebel sometimes.
Yes, I do.
So I'm like, damn. This advice, they were onto something. So it's so important to just start and be consistent with yourself, and things will work out, I think.
Wow. In closing, actually, that was the perfect closing remark from you. This is definitely where we're ending this week's episode. Mbali, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak to you on a public platform. Like,
now people know my secrets.
I really appreciate it. This was a lovely conversation. We spoke and I had fun, and I really enjoyed recording this episode. To everyone that joined us, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget that A Cupful is available on all listening platforms. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to give it a listen. Share it as far and wide as you possibly can, and give it a 5-star rating, please. Please don't be shy with the 5-star ratings. Please. Have a lovely remainder of this week. Rest when you need to, work when you need to. Be kind to yourself and others. Nourish your body and mind. And don't forget to keep doing the things that fill your cup.